Puerto Rico Islanders FC.com here with head coach Adrian Whitbread. Coach, obviously you get your first victory as a coach. You did it in front of the home crowd here in Puerto Rico. What were your general thoughts of that game?
I think after it, you evaluate it as you normally would do any other game. You evaluate it from a performance perspective, but from a personal perspective as well. It's important to get off to a good start, and it didn't matter how we got them 3 points on Saturday night. We got them, and I think when anyone's going into a football club, whether it's the fact that I've been here for 4 years or the first role as a head coach, everyone's going to be looking at me, and I've got big shoulders. I can take that responsibility. I can deal with it. But it was the same for 7 other teams on the night. They're all looking for that first win, whether they're at home or away. And when you haven't really gained that first victory, it adds a little bit of pressure. And I'm not silly enough to know that it could have added more pressure. We've got it, but it's only one win. There's 27 other games to go now, and we'll take the next game, away from home in San Antonio this weekend, and we're preparing in a normal manner.
Strong performance by the nucleus of players. How would you evaluate the new players that got their first start with the team, like Justin Fojo and Eddie Edwards, so on and so forth?
I think not just with the new players, but we've watched the video this week. There's improvement. It was our first real competitive game, and I've said from day one that realistically, 4 or 5 games into the season is when you'll get a true reflection on how the league's going to take a shape. And each team, there's probably not one team in a division that's really been able to have a stern test competition-wise from pre-season friendlies. Maybe the more US teams have had that opportunity with local teams around them, maybe playing in USL. But like with us, it's been playing college and university teams, and obviously the one professional team that is going to be playing in CFU next week. We wish the very best in Bayamon. That the games are going to be the test, and that game last weekend will put us another step towards being really prepared for the upcoming season.
Finally, Coach, you go into from one home opener to another. You're going to open a brand new stadium, a brand new franchise in the San Antonio Scorpions. They have some key players like Pablo Campos, Pat Hannigan, so on and so forth. What do you expect from this new expansion team?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of emotion involved at the weekend. With them, opening up. It's their first home opener, but they're a good team. I'm sure they've watched us like I've watched them. They picked up a good point on the road against Atlanta, and they'll be looking to turn around and open up with a win, especially in front of their home fans. You could turn around and use the phrase "party poopers," and that's what we've got to try and do on Sunday. We've got to go in there and be professional and come away with a result. And my players are aware of that. And come Sunday evening, we'll be prepared for a hard test on the road.
All right, thanks very much, Coach.
You're welcome.